Good morning, children. Did you complete last class work? Okay. Today, let's continue with exercise 3, problem 3. Let's read the question. Observations of a data are 16, 72, 0, 55, 65, 55, 10 and 41. Chaitanya calculated the mode and median without taking the 0 into consideration. Did Chaitanya do the right thing? For this problem, first let us take the data which is given, arrange it in ascending order, then we are going to see whether Chaitanya has done the correct thing or not. Let's begin. Arranging the data in ascending order. Okay, first step is arranging the data in ascending order. So the smallest value in this is 0, 10, then which is the smallest? 16, next 41, next 55, 2 times it is there, then 65, last one is 72. Okay, so now let us find out the mode. What is the mode here? Mode is a value which is frequently occurring in the given data. Which value is occurring frequently? 55 is occurring frequently. Then median we should find out. What is the median? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know that 8 values are given. It is even. So we need to find out the average. The average or the middle values. 41 plus 55 divided by 2. So this is equal to 1 plus 5 is 6. 5 plus 4 is 9 divided by 2. That is 2 ones are 2 fours are 8. 1 is the remainder. 2 eights are 16. So you got the value of median as 48. Median you got it as 48. So here Chaitanya has removed this 0 and calculated mode. Mode will remain the same. Whereas if this 0 is not there, there are only 7 values, 7 observations given. So the middle value is this. 55 is the median you are going to get. Chaitanya got 55 as the median. But the actual median for the given data is 48. So he has committed a mistake while finding out the median. So let's write the statement. Mode is correct because it is same. But median Chaitanya got is wrong. Why is it wrong? Because the median value he got it as 55, whereas the correct answer is 48. Understood this problem? Copy in your class workbooks, children. Let us do the fourth problem. How many sets of 3 positive integers have a mean of 6, a median of 7 and no mode? Mean is given as 6. Median is given as 7. Okay. No mode. Mode is not given means each observation is once only. There is no repetition of the data. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that if the data is there is no mode for that because no value is repeated frequently. That is no mode. Understood this? So let us write the formula for mean. Mean is equal to sum of values divided by number of values. Sum of values divided by number of values. Okay. So now mean is given as 6. Sum of values you don't know. Sum of values you don't know. But number of values you know that 3 positive integers are there, so it is 3. So sum of values is equal to 6 into 3. 6 3s are 18. 6 3s are 18. The sum of the values is 18. Now we know that the median is 7. Median means middle value is 7. That you know. And now you should take two other values such that their sum gives you a total of 18. If I take 1 plus 7 is 8. 8 plus 10 is 18. So this is one set of 3 positive integers. Second one I am taking 2. The middle term is 7. So 2 plus 7 is 9. 9 plus 9 is 18 we got. So this is the second set. Now let us take the third set. 3, 7. 3 plus 7 is 10. 10 plus 8 is 18. 3 sets we got. Now let us take 4. 4 plus 7 is 11. 11 plus 7 is 18. But we know that there is no mode. No mode means no value is repeated twice. So only these 3 sets form the integers. Understood? So write this. Okay. So these are 3 distinct sets of positive integers. Copy this in your class workbook, children. Okay, let us do the fifth problem. 4 integers are added to a group of integers 3, 4, 5, 5 and 8, and the mean, median and mode of the data increases by 1 each. What is the greatest integer in the new group of integers? So first let us take the initial group which we have, the data which is given in the question, which is 3, 4, 5, 5 and 8. For this, let us find the mean. Mean is equal to sum of values divided by number of values. Okay, number of values are 5. So this is equal to 3 plus 4 is 7, 7 plus 10. 7 plus 10 is 17, 17 plus 8 is 25. 25 divided by 5. 5 ones are 5 5s are 25. So mean you got it as 5. Let us take the median. Median means middle value. What is there in the middle? 5 is there. Now let us take mode. Mode is more frequently occurring value. This is 5. Now they told that we need to add 4 integers to the group. To this group, 4 integers should be added. So you know that all mean, median, mode are increased by 1. So mode will become, mode is equal to, initially it was 5 but now 1 is increased, so the mode is 6. The mode is 6. That means here the maximum mode is 5. 5 is 2 times. So 6 should be 3 times to become the new mode. 3 times 6 should be there. So now 3 integers we already know that it is 6. 4th integer you don't know. So let us consider, let the 4th integer be x. Let the 4th integer be x. Okay. So now new group is equal to 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 6, 8 and the last one is x. For this new group, you know that the mean is equal to sum of values divided by number of values. Sum of values divided by number of values. So let us substitute the values. What is the new mean? New mean is equal to 6. New mean is equal to this value. New mean is 6. Sum of values is 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 5 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 8 plus x whole divided by 9. How do you know it is 9? Because already we have 5 values and now we are adding 4 integers. So 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 values are there. Now we have to add all this. This we already know that it is 25. To this 25 we are adding 6 threes. 6 3. 6 threes are 18. So let us add these two. This is 3 and 1 carry. 43. So this is equal to division. If it goes to the other side, it becomes multiplication. 6 into 9. And this is 43 plus x. So this implies 6 nines are 54. And this 43, if it goes to the other side, it becomes minus 43 is equal to x. So x is equal to, let us subtract, 54 minus 43. 4 minus 3 is 1. 5 minus 4 is 1. So it is 11. What is it? 11 you got. So let us write. The fourth integer is the fourth integer is 11. The fourth integer is 11. Understood this? Copy in your class workbook, children. Till now we were discussing about mean, median and mode, the representative values. Now let us learn how to present the data. Data can be presented in the form of graphs or diagrams. Okay. So previously in last class, class 6, you have learned how to represent the data in pictographs and bar graphs. Pictographs, for representing in pictograph, you need to draw the picture and the size should be same for all the pictures, which is difficult task. But coming to bar graphs, you know that bar graph can be drawn on the graph sheet. It is equidistant from each other. Let us look at this. So presentation of data, the first one is pictograph, which you have already learned, but this year we are not going to use this. The second one is bar graph. So for bar graph, you need to use your graph papers, draw straight lines using the scale and represent x and y axis. So I am going to use the scale. So this axis is called the x-axis and this axis is called the y-axis. Bars can be drawn horizontally or vertically. Vertically means like this you will get. Bars will come this way. Horizontally means the bars will come like this. Okay. So here x-axis and y-axis will meet at an origin O. So this should be equidistant. Distance should be same. Distance should be same. When you are drawing in your graph papers, already the marking is given. So you can use that to draw. So like this you can mark and a scale is written. Scale is written representing the values. So for example, if I take the marks obtained 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay, so these are the marks. On the y-axis, I am representing the marks. These are the marks. Now this side, I am going to write the names of students. I am going to write For example, Ram, Raj, Sam, Suj. Like that I have taken 4. Now if Ram got 20 marks, so here scale we should write. This full is considered as 1 centimeter. So 1 centimeter is equal to, how much we are taking? 10. 10 is what? Marks. So 1 centimeter is equal to 10 marks. 1 centimeter is equal to 10 marks. Okay. So Ram got, say, 10 marks. So you need to draw, use your scale for drawing, and you will draw like this. So the distance here and the distance here and the distance here should be the same. Okay. So now Raj got 40 marks. So near 40, use your scale and draw the bar. Raj got 40 marks. So draw the bar. Then Sam got 60 marks. So you can see that 60 is here. So I have drawn a line like this. Here you can draw. Okay. Like this you are going to get the bars. This is one way of drawing the bars. The second one, in this bars only you have another form, which is the double bar graph. What is it? Double bar graph. It presents two observations side by side is called double bar graph. For example, Ram's marks in English and social. For example, English and social marks are given. All of you will not get the same marks, no? In all the subjects, everybody will not get same marks. So here, if this is English marks, okay, I will write here. I will show like this. This is representing English marks, English, and this empty one is going to represent social marks. Okay. Now Ram's marks only. Ram only got in English and got in social also. So Ram's marks in English are 10. In social, say it is 40. It is 40. So I am going to draw like this. So Ram got in English 10 marks and in social he got 40. He got 40 marks. Okay. So this is double. Same person but he is having double values. So it is called as double bar graph. Now Sam, from here we should draw. So Sam, in between we are leaving a gap, and then Sam got in English 30 marks. 30 marks in English and 70 marks in social. 70 marks in social. So here I am going to join this. Okay. So this is English, so I need to shade. Understood this? Double bar graph means two bars are drawn for each name or each value. Two graphs are drawn. Understood about bar graphs? Okay. The last one is pie chart. What is the third one? Pie chart. We represent it using the pie chart. Pie chart. Pie chart means you should remember a circle. Circle with a center. Okay. Pie chart means a circle with a center. You know that the angle formed in a circle is 360 degrees. How many degrees? 360 degrees. The angle formed here is 360 degrees. About pie chart we will discuss in the next class. Today let us draw the bar graph. Exercise 4. First question. Draw a bar graph for the following data. Population of India in successive years. Here years are given and the population is given in millions approximately. Source is data from Census of India 1991 and 2001. So from this source we got this data and we are going to draw the bar graph. First thing, you should take your graph paper. Draw the x and y axis. This is your x axis. This is your y axis. And the meeting point of x and y axis is called the origin O. So on the x axis we are going to take the years. What are we going to take? Years. Okay, so how many years are given? First one we should leave. Second one is 1941. Second one we should leave. Equal distances we have to maintain. 1951, 1961, 1971, 1981, 1991, 2001. Understood this? We have written the years. Now come this side. The x-axis. The vertical side is the y-axis. Vertical side is the y-axis. Y-axis we are going to take the population. What are we going to take? Population. Write population here. Are you able to see population we have written? So here you can see that all these values are in hundreds. Okay. So according to the given data, what I am going to take is, I will take the values in hundreds. So this is 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1000. Because here 1000 is last, so I have taken 1000 here. Understood this part? Okay. Complete till here, children. So let us draw. Here you have written the years. So 1941, it is given as 320. So 300 you have marked. Above that 2 lines you should count and draw the line. That is 320. Okay. In the graph paper, nice neat lines are given for you. You can count 2 lines and write this as 320. Here 360 means 6 lines you should count. 6 lines from 300 you count and draw the line. 4 lines from 400. 5 lines from 500. 8 lines from 600. And this 8 lines from 800 and 1000 straight you need to draw. Understood this how to draw? Here you should write the scale. 1 centimeter is equal to 100 millions. 100 millions. Understood this? Because here we are taking 1 centimeter. This is 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter is equal to 100. 100 is nothing but in millions the population is given. So this is 1 centimeter is equal to 100 millions. What is the heading of this graph? Population of India. Population of India. The title of the graph is Population of India. The scale is 1 centimeter is equal to 100 millions. And then you have drawn the graph. Complete this in your graph paper and paste it in your class workbook after you copy the question. Understood this? Copy. Second problem we will do in the next class because it is drawing a pie diagram. Now we are going to do the third problem, which is drawing a double bar graph for the following data. Birth and death rate of different states in 1999 is given. This is the table given. I did not copy the complete question. It is sent to you through a photograph. You can see from the pic and complete the diagram. AP it is 22 and 8, 22 and 8, 19, 8 and so on. All the values are below 30. All the values given in the table are below 30. So according to that we are going to take the scale. According to that we are going to take the scale. Okay. So now let us take 5 as a scale. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. Like this we can take, or 2 2 also you can take. Okay. So here I have taken till 30. Now what we are going to do is, Andhra Pradesh is the first state. So here Andhra Pradesh I am writing. X-axis I am taking the states. On the x-axis I am taking the states. And on the y-axis I am going to take these values. What are these? Birth rate or death rate, or the values in thousands we are going to take. Okay. So here rate I am going to write. This is the rate. Rates are given here. 40, 45, like that you can take. Okay. Till here you complete the work. So here we have taken 1 centimeter is equal to 5 units. 5 we have taken. That means in this part, you know that there are 10 divisions, 10 lines are there. That means 2 lines are showing 1. 2 lines are showing 1. Okay. So now when you are drawing, you know that AP is having, Andhra Pradesh is having 22. So here 4 lines you should count and draw the line. That is 22. Okay. Now join this line, then 8 you should draw. 8 means here, from here you should count 2 lines. 2 lines is 6, 2 lines is 7, 2 lines is 8. So 6 lines if you count and draw the line, it is 8. Okay. To differentiate the birth rate and the death rate, birth rate I have shaded, death rate I am not going to shade. So this is the way you have drawn. Now here this is also 22. So from 20 count 4 lines and draw the line and do this. Next, Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu is having 19. 19 means 2 lines below 20 you should draw the line and then shade it. Like that you continue drawing all this and complete the double bar graph. What things you have to remember is, remember to write the scale. 1 centimeter is equal to 5 units. This shaded part is showing the birth rate, and this plain part, plain bar, is showing the death rate. Understood this? Complete this work. See you in the next class, children.